but you did a good job. So everybody can see I got long sleeves on today. I went to work this morning.
Yeah.
It was 27 degrees.
It was 27 at our house, man. That's cold.
And the worst part,
Yeah.
we had 2 golfers until at least 12, 20. And I said to them, I said, I got up for you guys? And the guys go, well, we're from Chicago. This is like 70-degree weather. I go, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's probably true for
So
them.
we were the only guys on the course until 12:20. And then we only have 2 other foursomes.
Dang.
So I worked all day until, I should say all day. I worked until almost 1 o'clock. I had layers and layers and layers of clothes on. And basically the only thing I had cold were my feet. I had the hand warmers, I had jackets, and I had, I was bundled up. So for anybody that wonders, I work at the Old Farms Country Club, and when I got into the gate and the girl was at the gate, she looked at me, she goes, why'd they bring you in? I don't know.
Don't you feel special when everybody goes, what are you doing here?
Yeah, so...
I feel very special.
Long and short, I went in there and I did a bunch of work. I found some golf balls that were down on the road and shagged those up and let the guys go out and fixed up a couple things on the course. And then I said, you know what, I'm going home. So I did. But I had my peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. And I had chicken with rice soup. Let me tell you, I'm not bringing anything. Oh, look, the logo's up, moved.
Yeah, I'll be right back with you.
All right, well, what Clyde's trying to do is we're going to talk a little bit about Rebacco and the Rebacco's Owners Club tonight, or I should say group. So we're trying to get a logo to go up there, but at the last minute it's kind of tough, so we'll figure that one out.
It's being a poo-poo head.
Yeah, it doesn't want to work with us. Now, I will say this. We got a pretty good show tonight. And I'm not sure what the order is because when I put it up there, so I'm going to guess, and you can kind of go yes or no.
All right, I'm ready.
I know, I think the first one is the Slingshot Biketoberfest.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
okay. The second one is something that I told...
Wait a minute. Is it just slingshots?
No, it's Slingshots and bikes, but... when I get back to it, I'll tell you a little story on how I got into that.
All right.
And then, boy, you made me lose my train of thought.
Awesome commercial.
Don't help me.
I just gave you.
And then I tried to download something off of YouTube, and you and I are going to work on this. I'm going to try every week to have something bike related, and this happens to be the Suzuki C90T, the 24 edition that they're coming out with this year. And that's the bike I'm kind of looking at that I'm kind of favoring and think that I'm going to get. And there's a couple reasons for it. I'll talk more about that after. And now...
Can you do tricks on it like that guy we saw last week?
Oh, I could. It would be one time.
You can fly off the handlebars one time, and that's it. Show's over, folks. I got to go to the hospital.
All done, over. So anyhow, that's that. And then the last one is Old Toccoa Farms, and I'm showing the different holes. And this is hole number... Don't do this to me. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. You should be showing
this
your
is hole number 5. No, 6. Okay, we did 5 last night, or last week.
I thought we did 4 last time.
Well, that's why I don't know. Now I don't know what hole it is.
Well, it says 6 on here, so what we're really going to do...
Actually, it's 5.
We'll all just find out together.
It's hole number 5, now that I think about it.
Let me change it.
You can't change it now, so it's all right. And then, a little while ago, I talked to Vince Jennings, who is, I'm going to say the head administrator for the Rebacco Owners Group, and talked to him on the phone, and...
he's a good guy. We met him at Americade.
Right, and he said hello to you and Travis.
Oh, he was there a bunch, yeah.
He's in San Diego right now, because, he's from Ohio, so I said to him, well, how's your weather there? He goes, well, it's cold there, but I'm in San Diego. So
What's he doing in San Diego?
He has a business, and he's doing
okay.
business in San Diego. But he's a driving force on the Rivaco.
He is a driving force, man. He's on it every day, all the time.
And so what we're trying to do now is do a coordination with them and do something every week with their owners and some of their videos that they have. And we'll be putting it up on Cycle Fever TV on our Facebook there. Three Wheels and Us on that Facebook, and also on the Rivaco USA website. So that we can, now we got to get permission from Manfred, but I'm pretty sure they'll let us do it, or we'll send it to them and they'll post it.
Yeah, what do we need permission for?
I think to add it to the Rivaco USA Facebook page.
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with the owners, but yeah, we would definitely have to ask permission for the Rivaco, the actual real live Rivaco.
Right.
But I don't think that's a problem.
Well, they always want to know.
Unless we're locked out from adding something and they have to do it or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't think they would let anybody just go in and post something.
Share something.
Yeah.
So why would they?
Permission to do it, but we'll figure that out.
We're going to check that out during the next commercial.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. I thought we were going to check something else out during the next one.
We're going to do that too. Okay. Well, that's for during the first video.
All right.
So you already moved that to the commercial.
Number one, I owe you an apology from last week.
What'd I do now?
If I owe you an apology, you did something wrong?
I know what you're apologizing for. You beat me twice in Rummy Cube last week.
No, it's got nothing to do with how good I am.
I'm still a little butthurt on that.
That's okay. Basically, I asked you to do some information at an explosion, but I gave you the wrong. I gave you Portland, Maine.
Man, I was looking on the internet and I went, I know he said it's somewhere north of Portland or, around Maine somewhere.
Yeah.
So I looked everywhere in Maine. Then I had a fire. I had accidents and stuff. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
Well, it's in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, that's almost Portland, Maine. That's so close.
You got to remember, I'm getting old.
Yeah, me too.
That was on the cruise, and that was stop number 2, and I thought it was stop number 3, which was Portland. Okay, so I apologize because I know you're. The difference between you and I are 2 things. One, you're younger. I'll give you that. And 2.
Damn, I was going to throw that one out there right off the bat too.
You got that. And 2, you're what do you want to call it? A perfectionist. Everything has to be just perfect. And me, I just throw stuff out there and hope that it's right.
That is true.
It is true, and the good thing is that's how, what's good about the 2 of us is basically...
Yin and yang.
Yes, yeah. So
yin and yang.
Now, enough of that.
Enough
what
of
do you
that.
say we throw our first one on, and I'll give you a little heads up on this. This is from 2017, and basically it's Biketoberfest.
Okay.
The guy that put this on was Volusia Motorsports. And Volusia Motorsports at the time was a Victory dealer. And Victory, of course, was owned by Polaris at the time. And he was one of the largest slingshot dealers in the country. And he would always put on these big to-dos in Daytona.
Okay.
And that was the guy, we were getting ready to sign a contract with Victory on a Thursday. And he's the one that did a lot of it for us and all of that. The Monday before that Thursday, they yanked the chain on Victory motorcycles. And this poor guy was too close to the next Indian dealer, so he had no major brand of motorcycle.
Oh, no. That is horrible.
Oh.
How everything's just rocking along. You're making plans. You're growing your brand. And some big shot.
Yeah, so pull the plug. And the thing was, he spent a lot of his money in Biketoberfest bringing in bands and putting different shows and stuff on. And when I called him, because I saw it come through on Monday on my stuff, and I called him up and I said, that's a joke, right? I said, they really did pull the plug. He goes, yeah. And they had a dealer that just opened a brand new dealership He hadn't even had his grand opening yet. He didn't pull the plug on it. Now, I don't know if he hit the...
I would have sued him.
Well, yeah, me too. But then again, it's, you know, we don't know what all the...
Maybe they made a concession or something,
yeah,
maybe.
what all the
But still, man.
But anyhow...
That's horrible.
And you should have seen him. I felt so bad for him. Anyhow, if you're ready...
I'm ready.
This is Biketoberfest 2017. And when you see the bikes going down the road, we set up at Crazy John's place.
Yeah.
Tough turf. And just when they were going down the road, and on Biketoberfest, it's not as packed as Bike Week. Because on Bike Week, there's no gaps.
Yeah.
It is just solid bikes and trikes and everything else. So if you're ready,
I'm ready.
go.
Well, we had a good time at Biketoberfest 2017. We started off at Volusia Motorsports with their Slingshot ride. And then we went over to John's place and we just checked traffic going to Cabbage Patch and Cackleberries.
Shawn from Cycle Fever TV. He's going to be, there he is, he's a real good friend to the dealership. Cycle Fever TV, broadcast live every Thursday from the Ace Cafe in Orlando.
Welcome to Cucinalla's Pizzeria. We not only do pizza, you should see everything that we have on the menu. You know what?
Well, we had a good time at Biketoberfest 2017.
There he is, he's a real good friend to the dealership. Cycle Fever TV, broadcast live every Thursday from the Ace Cafe in Orlando.
Why?
Anytime.
Give me one.
There we go. You know, Clyde, I'm taking back that apology.
What is going on here?
That's what happens when we try to do something new and different, and it screws it up. But let's go back and talk about the slingshot itself.
Yeah.
First of all, he had so many slingshots in that they couldn't take them like all to one restaurant. So they broke it into 3 groups. And the groups would go to 3 different restaurants. And then the next day, whatever the restaurant was, they go to a different one.
I'd hate to go to that restaurant because you just max out one-shot Louis.
Yes. It's
just with your group.
That's it, right. Your group took it all over. But if you'll notice, a lot of those slingshots had roofs on them and different accessories. And back then, they didn't really have one manufacturer that really spent a lot of time making accessories for them. So when you would pull into whatever restaurant you were going into, the vendors, which guys that had worked right out of their garage and started making accessories, they were sitting there. And then you could order what you wanted for your slingshot.
Okay.
And that's how that got going. Hopefully we can do something like that, for the Ravaco trikes, because let me tell you.
You mean that?
Oh, yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah. So anyhow, basically, when they first got started, they did have a large company behind them. I mean, they had Polaris. But they didn't make accessories. And they let it be farmed out. And then the people that were successful enough that had good accessories, they just bloomed into I guess you call it a cottage industry.
Okay.
And that's how they made their money. But every year, when all those slingshots came in, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, there was a lot of slingshots.
Yeah. Pretty impressive. Now, you and I have never been to an owner's group ride, and so I don't know how many they have there. But by the time we're done, hopefully we can have something that big and set up some stuff where we have quite a few people there and they show off all their bikes and everything. And there's some accessories that could be put on those bikes. And I know like heated grips, windshields, all different things that they could do. Basically, and I'm sure this won't happen, but if they made those little glove boxes a little bit bigger, you could probably put your phone in there.
Yeah.
But,
they need to do that. A wallet, have your wallet and a present day phone will fit in there.
Yeah.
And then even we got some good ideas. So I don't know why he steals this, but like a sunscreen that clips onto your handlebars and you just pull it back and clip it over the back seat.
Oh, they got one.
I know, but not with the Ravaco name and everything on it.
Oh, no.
You have to buy an off-brand and make it fit your Ravaco. We want to do it to where it's ready to go for Ravaco.
Right.
You just clip it on, pull it out. It's got the Ravaco logo. And your seats are covered if it's sunny outside to where you don't burn your buns.
As we're talking about that, I told you I'd like to go back to the guy that's in Paducah, Tennessee, Paducah, Kentucky. But could you imagine if you had 2 little poles that went up and then you pulled it back? You could have a convertible. You could drive it as a convertible.
Yeah.
And on real hot sunny days.
I'm sure he would. You could figure it out,
Yeah.
And because you could.
And anybody, if you're watching, I know that Vince sent out some stuff today. So if there's anybody that is in the Ravaco riders group, if you want to send us anything, there's a couple places you can send it. I'm going to give you my own email address only because that's the only one I know how to open and really work well. And that happens to be, and we'll put it in later, but it's hka89@aol.com. So if you got any comments and you want to send it to my email, you can.
Have them send it also to the Hank, because this email, Hank, myself, and my son Travis, our team, we monitor this one, and that's what we send to everybody. Hank at RowacoUSA.com.
So either one of
So
those.
it's nice and easy to remember,
Yeah, either one of those.
and we'll see them.
And Clyde will be doing on the HankRovacoUSA.com, and I'll do mine, and then we'll get them together and try to get some stuff going. I got to tell you, and I was just upstairs with my wife, we're not computer savvy. All right, prime example, my dentist sent me a bill and said I could pay it online. Okay, so I press everything, put my money in, send it. Got rejected 3 times.
Right.
Well, that's why I don't know. So I called up and said, and it was for $6. You know, I said,
Somebody wants to write a check for $6 or.
so I said, I'll tell you what, send me a bill. Well, we're really good on the internet. I said, well, I'm not. So send me a bill. So they sent me a bill. Today my wife went in for a dentist appointment. She says, I owe him $6. I know what to say. But anyhow, we got a commercial, huh? And I'm hungry tonight because all I had at lunch was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
And a soup, bowl of soup.
I also had some, I love the chicken with rice. I like the noodles, but then I can't get it into my thermos without screwing it up. So that's, when I drink it, you know, you got to have a spoon to spoon it in.
Yeah.
It won't come out.
Yeah, slop it all out there.
That's another problem. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right,
And shoot it.
go. Welcome to Cuccinella's Pizzeria. We not only do pizza, you should see everything that we have on the menu. You know what? You can get a great salad here. We can also do calzones. My buddy, he loves the lasagna. And guess what? We got the best garlic knots in town. And you know what else I have? Brownies. Stop in, see us. Oh, and you can come in and buy by the slice. The slice is $3. It's ready to go. We open at 11. Come on in. Ravaco USA is looking for dealers. If you're interested, contact Hank at RavacoUSA.com or call 407-929-1713 and leave a message. All right.
That was a lot smoother than the last ordeal.
If people knew what goes on here, they'd start laughing.
I'm going to blame that on Vimeo. It was like a video glitch thing, and then we straightened it out. It's all good.
They'll never, ever know.
Nobody knows the fat finger discount thing.
You know, while we're talking, you saw the commercial for Ravaco. Let's talk a little bit about Vince Jennings and the Ravaco Riders Group. Number one, you said we met him in Americade. Super nice guy. We also met Spanky there too.
Yeah, that's Spanky.
And I haven't heard from Spanky. I know, you know, cool guy.
Yeah.
Really cool. But everybody I've talked to, remember the guy that we met after the show closed? That had the one that had the exhaust pipes up there?
Yeah, the 2006, I think.
He's doing wheelies down the street.
With the Volkswagen engine in it.
Yes.
and the pipes coming up in the back.
Yep. Yeah. And it was funny because you and I were walking, and I said, that looks like a Ravaco, but
It looked like a custom trike, and then the closer we got of it,
Yeah.
man, that looks like the Ravaco style fenders and everything. And sure enough,
it was. And he bought that thing in Vegas
yeah.
when he bought it. So what the heck?
Somebody must have brought it back to the United States, and
You know, I don't. That's the whole thing. I don't know the whole story about when Ravaco first came into the States and who took care of it. But right now we got, as far as a distributor, Ravaco USA, I got to tell you, those guys they got everything. We just got to get more dealers so that they can service and sell to the people in certain states.
yeah, and because the problem we always ran into in Americade and Sturgis, and I'm sure maybe not so much down in Florida, because Florida's kind of covered, you know, for a dealer, but everybody always asks, well, okay, I live in so-and-so, where's the closest dealer?
Yeah.
I said, well, you know, North Carolina, Georgia.
Well, our main goal for everybody out there, number one, that owns a Ravaco, and for anybody that's interested in it, is we are supposedly the East Coast dealer representative. So our job is to go out and get dealers. If you know of any dealer on the East Coast that you would like us to visit, now we pick up back again in March. So if you let us know, we can kind of set up some dates and do some stuff there. But if there's somebody close, because I'm going to be going to Florida, Tennessee, and Kentucky in the next 30 days to go see some dealers that we talked to before. If you got anybody in those states that you know of, if you would send us the information, I'll be glad to stop in and see them. And we'll see if we can't get some dealers in those states. But our whole object is, first we're going to do the East Coast, but we want to have a dealer in every, basically, state in the USA. So
That's the goal.
That's our goal. And
I tell you what, that California side is pretty open.
Yeah.
We need some dealers out there. I can't believe we can't get anything in California, but it's just this darn economy.
You might be there in California, so.
I'd be okay with that, but boy, that'd be at least a 4 or 5, 6 week trip to just stay on it for the. There's a lot of big cities out there, and they've got the weather to really like Florida and Texas and southern coast, whatever. But they got the weather to really enjoy some nice riding on a Ravaco, and man,
you're right.
we just got to get some people hooked on it out there.
Well, now to switch gears and get away from a truck, you know that I sold my Triumph Rocket 3.
I do know that.
And I'm kind of like, I need something.
Well, yeah, that's what this next deal is about. Okay.
Yeah, I've been looking. Now, Suzuki's been making this bike for like probably 20 years.
Okay, so what caught your eye on this? What is the C90T?
Okay, well, first I started looking at the C50T. All right, and that's one that's got about 800 cc's, just a little under 800.
Okay, and your old one was like
2,400 cc's. But I know. But
okay, this is good. I like this 800 cc, and now.
But I didn't know because they discontinued the C90T, so I didn't know that they had it in their line. And I happened to go up online and I was searching, and a couple dealers had some. What I'm going to look at when I go to Florida is a C90T. I want to say it's a 2018. All right, and it's got like 3,000 miles on it. Not many.
That's nothing.
The reason that I like the bike itself is, number one, it's the old cruiser style, and if you don't know bikes, you would think it's a Harley. Okay? And people would come up and go, what is that, and this and that. It's low to the ground, and it's about 200 pounds lighter than my Triumph Rocket 3. So what I liked about it was the looks. I like the seat height, which was, I think it's about 26 inches. And I like this one here has 1,400 cc's. So I come down about 900 cc's from what I had, but I'm just looking to cruise.
Yeah.
And have a good time. So if you're ready, let's take a look at it, and then we'll talk about it.
Wait a minute. The mouse wasn't working. Okay, I'm ready.
You found the mouse?
No, it just wasn't working. It wasn't moving.
All right.
I'm ready.
Go.
2024 Suzuki Boulevard C90T, unleashing the spirit of the open road. Few motorcycles can beat the Suzuki Boulevard C90T's classic appeal and thrilling ride when it comes to capturing the spirit of the open road. Suzuki clearly continues to push the frontiers of innovation and style with this legendary cruiser as we eagerly anticipate the 2024 edition. For motorcycle aficionados, the 2024 Suzuki Boulevard C90T promises to give an outstanding experience because to its combination of power, comfort, and classic styling. Strength and efficiency. The 2024 Suzuki Boulevard C90T has a striking engine that offers an exciting ride on any highway hidden beneath its svelte and fashionable look. The C90T's powerful 1,462 cubic centimeters V-twin engine produces a lot of torque and horsepower, giving it strong cruising and acceleration capabilities. The C90T's engine delivers an amazing performance to match its striking looks, whether you're cruising through city streets or setting out on long-distance trips. Ergonomics and comfort. The 2024 Suzuki Boulevard C90T was built with rider comfort in mind, not just power. During extended rides, the comfortable, well-cushioned seats provide good support, minimizing tiredness and guaranteeing a pleasurable experience. The bike's ergonomics have been thoughtfully designed to provide an upright riding position that encourages comfort and control. The footrests for the driver and passenger are positioned just so, allowing for plenty of legroom and improving the overall riding experience. Touring amenities. The T in the C90T stands for Touring, and Suzuki has given this model a variety of amenities to make long-distance trips more enjoyable. Riders can carry their necessities in the roomy saddlebags while still maintaining the sleek appearance of the bike. In addition to decreasing rider fatigue and guaranteeing a smooth ride even at higher speeds, the windscreen offers efficient wind protection. The 2024 Suzuki Boulevard C90T is a great option for motorcyclists looking for adventure and long road journeys because to its touring characteristics. Style and design. The 2024 Suzuki Boulevard C90T has a striking appearance while maintaining the charm of a traditional cruiser. The bike has a sense of classic elegance with its chiseled highlights, flowing lines, and muscular silhouette. The characteristic teardrop-shaped fuel tank harmonizes with the overall aesthetic, and the two exhaust pipes give the back of the bike a slightly aggressive look. The C90T has an eye-catching appearance because to the contrast created by the combination of chrome and gloss black finishes. Improvements in technology. Suzuki understands how critical it is to incorporate contemporary technologies into its motorcycles, and the 2024 Boulevard C90T doesn't fall short. The bike has cutting-edge features like an LCD instrument screen that displays key information quickly. The road ahead is illuminated by LED illumination, enhancing visibility for the rider and approaching traffic. These technical advancements not only increase safety but also add to the motorcycle's overall modernity. The 2024 Suzuki Boulevard C90T personifies the spirit of open road excitement, freedom, and exploration. The C90T is guaranteed to continue to be a true icon among motorcycle enthusiasts because to its timeless design combined with contemporary touches and technology advancements. Suzuki has once again set the bar for the cruiser market as we eagerly await the release of the 2024 Suzuki Boulevard C90T. The C90T promises a thrilling experience and a passport to new road trips, Whether you're an experienced rider looking for an upgrade or a motorcycling newbie.
Well, that's it. You asked me while things were going, what I liked about it. So what did you think?
No, I like it. It's just kind of like got a European flair to it. It's got a nice streamlined body look to it. It looks good. I like it too. You ought to buy like 3 of them.
That's not a bad deal.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
Okay, good.
Okay,
well, hopefully you just buy that because you just want it. But I'm hoping to wind up with
everybody should have a bike and a trike.
a bike and a trike.
What the heck?
Well, I just want the trike.
Okay.
I need the trike.
Well, you'd be good on the C50, but then again,
I'm going to try to do the tricks and everything.
Well, I was going to say once you got going, then you would want to move up. That's the problem with the C50. Whereas if you got the C90, it's got more than enough power and do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is.
Do I really need a lot of power? Yes, I do.
Yes, I know you. Yes, I think so. But before you think you would do any tricks, make sure you go up on Facebook and look at all the failures of people to do the stupidest things on their bikes.
Well, I'm saying, sometimes I can't watch the video because, they just broke, 40% of all the bones in their whole body. It's like, no.
Yeah. Well, I watched one yesterday, and it was called The Tail of the Dragon.
Uh-huh.
Right? And this guy does a lot of drag racing stuff, but he decided that was one of it. So he drove in his car, and he was saying, man, he says, you got to be so careful around here. And they do. And what happens is, you get the crotch rockets, the speed limit is 35 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
Okay, suppose.
Oh, yeah, and everybody wants to zing the curves, yeah.
Nobody's going 35. Everybody wants to be leaning in and scraping the pegs and stuff like that.
I drove the Dragon.
Yeah, I did the Dragon. Now, the problem is you get the crotch rockets, and if they get behind somebody slow, there's no really a lot of spots that you can pass somebody without having to worry. So these guys just pass on a blind turn.
Yeah, and you can't really pull over and let people go around you because there's no place.
There is no place.
Oh.
So between the crotch rockets and the sports cars, if you're going out there just to have a nice ride, the best time to go is on a Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, because most people go out
on the weekend.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to ride. Now, back when I was younger, I used to take my bike and I used to film people. They paid me to put the cameras on my bike and I would follow them. And now that I think about it, I mean, we did some pretty goofy things. I'll just leave it that way. I'm lucky to be alive. I'll just put it that way. I actually had to tell a guy that he couldn't go on the Tail of the Dragon. And he got mad at me. And he goes, why not? And I said, well, first of all, you put your clutch in all the way and try to make a turn. You can't do that. I said, you're gonna crash. He goes, no, I'm not. Well, I told him I wouldn't film him, but the other 2 guys who were with him, I did. But when we pulled in to get gas, he pulled into the gas station. He did just what I said. He pulled in the clutch, down he went. I looked at him and I said, really, don't do it. You kill yourself. So after he laid down his Harley at the gas station, he decided to wait. But the other guys, one guy had the gold wing. Oh God, he was crazy.
Putting in a clutch, what was he doing?
Well, if you don't have the power to your back wheel, okay, and you just have to, you really don't have any control of your bike. Because you want to be able to have control, so if you give it gas and you need to turn or anything.
You can power out or something like that, yeah.
But once you pull that in and you start to do something, you don't have the leverage to kind of make that turn. I just put it this way, you're in never land, okay?
So if you're going a little bit too slow and you got that clutch in, you got no power to speed up a little bit, it's just going to flop down.
What happens is all of a sudden you panic, and then if you drop the clutch out, instead of feathering it, the next thing you know is you took off and you went straight into a tree somewhere else. So.
Doing a wheeling into oncoming traffic.
Yeah. But anyhow, the wheel of the dragon. The Tail of the Dragon.
I like the wheel of the Dragon.
Now, that would be a great place to take your trike.
Yeah.
because you and I both know, when we had them up here, we were doing 70 in the turns up in the mountains. We have a mountain up here called Blood Mountain, and I tell you what, Blood Mountain is probably worse than the Tail of the Dragon. The only thing is, it's shorter. And a lot of people don't know about it. So the people who don't know about it, don't
Good.
know. Yeah.
Keep it all to ourselves.
Yeah.
See, that's what we need once we get, hopefully we get the trikes back, and then we can take them, hopefully, maybe even 3, so we can do some filming and take these trikes everywhere and get some good video and everything and let 1 million people see them.
A prime example is just what you just saw there on the Suzuki C90T. We could do something like that if we had the product here so that we could film it.
Yeah.
Now, our biggest
I
problem...
can hold up a brochure.
Yeah. Well, our biggest problem when we were on the road is we never had time to do any filming.
I know. The first 6 months was hectic, to say the least.
Yeah.
And we were really trying to hit a lot of dealers, as many as we could. Even the last trip to Texas was we hit dealers every chance we could.
Well,
and then 2 shows
cut into
in the mix in the middle of all that stuff, and it made for a crazy time. So this is, and we'll talk about it later.
Well, it was a learning experience.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna try to do things differently this time.
When I talked to Vince today, I told him how many dealers. I said we saw 138 dealers in basically 4 months.
Yeah.
2 of those months were tied up.
I agree
and
with that.
He said, "You saw how many?" I said 138, and we got at least 40 that we need to go back to, and that's basically what we will do, in March, is start to go back on the road and see dealers. And do you remember the name of the dealer in Ohio that won?
I remember the guy's name was Travis Bell.
Right.
And it was like Lucky J's or something J's,
J's.
Speedy J's. I can tell you right now. Talk amongst yourself for a minute.
Clyde's going up and taking a look at it, but it's when we were driving around, we were kind of guided on places we had to go to, and some places they didn't want us to go to, and I don't know why. But we decided to venture out on our own. And the funny thing was, we went to this dealer, and we found out that I think he had 4 or 5 dealerships. And right next door, there was a building and then another building. That was the Harley dealership that I went over and talked to, but they were having a little problem with Harley, so we won't talk about that. But what's the name of them?
Johnny K's.
Johnny K's.
Johnny K's. And it'd be a great place for our trikes.
They had a great showroom, and I think they had about 4 people come out and test them. And everyone...
I think they sold Slingshots there, too.
They did.
And I think that's why we were there, because they're not afraid of...
Slingshots and the other ones, the...
Can-Ams.
Can-Ams.
Yeah. I call them Can-Ams. Are we supposed to call them...
Spiders?
Spiders and stuff? I don't even know.
You know what?
Because Can-Am sells snowmobiles and everything.
Can-Am
Can-Am Spider.
Yeah.
And
I remember in Slingshot.
I know.
What the heck?
And now I say sling shit so much, I'm going to blow it somewhere. You sell sling shits? No, I don't sell sling shits.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Well, that's the way it is. But I will say that you guys did a great job on the Texas trip.
Yeah.
Because we got a dealer there that we're still waiting for him to open, but once he opens, he's got, he have 4 or 5 dealerships.
He had 5.
Okay, and so he's testing it with 2.
Testing with 2.
In Houston. And basically, from what I understand, he's taking 5 trikes in each dealership. So if you're in that area, you might have something worthwhile.
To at least go check it out and look at it, and if you're even on the fence, or man, especially if you're thinking about buying a Harley or a Goldwing.
Yeah, check these out first.
A trike. You need to check these out first, because these are so much easier and so much more stable.
Yeah.
That, man, and we got trunk space.
Can you throw up?
No.
Vince's Keep throwing Vince's stuff on there a minute.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
This could be interesting, everybody. Hang on. Boom it. There it is. It's a little small.
Oh, no, I got this. Wait.
There we go. Anyhow, this is a group, if you're thinking of buying a trike, you need to go up and talk, to see this group. You know, Clyde and I, if we walk in, somebody's go, oh yeah, you're saying that because
you're trying to sell them. Yeah.
But these guys own them. And their group is really great. And you can kind of see the different things that they have and the camaraderie that they have. And I will say this, okay? When I first started looking at trikes to do this, and this was back about 5 years, 6 years ago, I thought, man, those prices are pretty high. Well, when we went to New York, and remember the guy that came in with the Harley trike and he just bought it for his wife?
Yeah.
And his wife didn't want to ride it because she thought it was too high and it was tippy.
Yeah.
I asked him how much he paid for it, and he said, well, I paid $65,000. He says, how much is one of these? And I said, the top of our line. And he wasn't looking at the top of the line. He was looking at one basically in the middle that we let him take out. But the top of the line, I said, it's 52. And he looked at me and he called me a name. And I said, why'd you do that? He goes, where were you about 3 months ago? Now I got to put up with my wife. and then you went to, when you were at Sturgis, how much did somebody pay for a Sturgis edition Harley Davidson?
Well, it was the Harley Davidson 120th anniversary trike.
Sturgis trike?
But it was just at Sturgis.
Okay.
But that's where he bought it, the 120th anniversary. $90,000. He could have gotten 2 ours for the price of that.
Yep.
Oh.
And that's the thing, because people don't know about us, and they go and they buy a trike, and then they see one of ours and they go like, wow, I wish I had known about that.
Yeah,
so we're trying to get the word out for everybody, but if you get a chance, Vince Jennings, take a look at the Rivaco Owners Group. We're going to be doing some stuff with them hopefully in the very near future. They're going to send us some information on some of the rides that they do and places that they're going to be at. And then if you're in that area, you can kind of see and go up and talk to them, because everybody that I talk to that owns a Rivaco trike, you stop to get gas, you're there for another half hour. People coming up, what is it? Did you make it? Is this a one-off? They'll tell you all about it, and I'll tell you, you can't beat them.
Hard to be in a hurry when you have a Rivaco trike.
Yes. Yeah, we found that out.
Somebody is going to grab you and talk to you.
Yeah, when we went to, what's the name of that, the big gas station there?
Buc-ee's. Everywhere we go.
Well, remember?
Yeah.
One guy had a show truck next to us, get gas, and he goes, can you open
A show truck.
That's what I said.
You said trike, but whatever.
No, don't listen to what I say.
Just know what you're saying to me.
Show truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, people should listen to us about the Rivacos because we were comfortably retired.
Oh, definitely.
Comfortably retired, living out in the mountains, but we went and saw these. You saw them again. You talked to Travis and I and going down there with you. We didn't have to talk us into it. Sounded like fun. But boy, once you ride one, then you know this is it. You know?
Well, it's funny because I knew what they wanted when I went down there. So, and I kind of had an idea in my head. If you guys wanted to do it, I'd put a 3-man team together. And as soon as you guys got on, it was one of the. You were hooked.
I know. They set the hook, man. And they said it good. So now we're working with Rivaco, and man, that's my hopes and dreams, is try to get more dealers, and hopefully us stay on and make enough money to where we have our own damn trikes in our garage, or we just keep working for Rivaco and them keep providing us trikes. I don't care how it works out, but we're paying the dues, that's for sure.
Yeah. The days that we started like 9 o'clock in the morning and we'd be finished at 11 o'clock at night, just looking for the hotel room, not counting doing the paperwork. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, just the road warrior stuff that goes on. Anybody that's ever been on the road knows it's not all fun and games.
Well, here, the next thing we're going to do, we got a commercial, right?
The hell with it. No, yeah. Yeah. Oh, somebody's calling us. Am I going to answer it?
No. It's probably Kevin. Pick it up.
Let's see. Oh, James Williams.
Leave it there.
All right.
We'll talk to Jimmy after. That's Willie.
Oh, that's Willie.
Yeah.
All right, it hung up anyhow.
Maybe my wife picked it up upstairs.
All right.
All right, are you ready for the commercial?
Yes. Ravaco commercial. Take it away.
Ravaco USA is looking for dealers. If you're interested, contact Hank at ravacousa.com or call 407-929-1713 and leave a message.
All right. Now, while I was running, you were telling me that you can do something. You want to try it?
Yeah. Okay.
So everybody at home, he was practicing.
I'm practicing. I got this.
It might work and it might not.
So we're gonna
explain what you're doing.
Well, I'm gonna but I can't do it the right way because it's in the GF. So I can unfade this one, and then change to this, and then I can put Vincent Jennings up.
Okay, so what we need to do is put it in the buffer.
Yeah, well, after the show, we'll put it in the buffer because I don't want to mess it up again.
Yeah.
So I can unfade this, go back to Psycho Fever TV down here, and then fade that back in. Look at that.
You got it.
We got this nailed.
Makes perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you this. What's your favorite color in the truck? And I only want you to pick one because I know what colors you really like. If you had your choice, what color would you pick?
Man, I think I would have to go. I love that deep red.
Yeah.
But when you see the two-tone paint jobs, where they combine some colors, like the black and orange one that was the Harley color. Whoa, man, that just really pops. And where the wheels were painted. Yeah. And there's another one.
No, you can only pick one.
Shit. Well, I like that red and black one where it's got the red wheels. Yeah. That's on our letterhead. Yeah. That one is Sweet Pete.
Talking about our letterhead. Well, ask me what color I like.
What color do you like? I mean, if you could right now, we win the lotto tonight, and we just call Manfred tomorrow and say,
well, if we won the lotto tonight, I would buy the one that looks the Harley colors.
You like that one?
And only because whenever you pull up someone, most colors, somebody's going to think it's a Harley, and then you got them.
Oh, especially if you wear a Harley jacket or something with it. What the hell is this?
Yeah. No,
when did Harley start making Ravaco?
Yeah, but you need to go to the Ravaco dealer to get it, you know?
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. But anyhow, that would be my choice. You know what? Colors kind of, I like the red, but that lime green one with a little bit on it is kind of, that sticks out on you.
Man, I know.
It's amazing.
The lime green was cool.
Which one did you see today that you said you didn't know they made the color?
What color was that?
I don't know.
I Oh, it was a green one. Actually, we had a green one in Sturgis.
Yeah.
And it was loaded, pure touring,
Yeah.
loaded, and it was a beautiful green color, not green like not that lime green, but a dark green.
Yeah.
Man, I would take that one too. It was really nice.
Well, that sounds good to me. Now, I don't know how much time we've been wasting here, but we're doing a good job wasting time. You got the sound on.
Oh, it's already 7:58.
Okay, let's show. This is how I get my thrills without a motorcycle. Because I ride this golf cart like it's going out of style. And last week I broke one.
That'll make you pay for that.
Well, yeah, let's not get carried away. And then, not only did it break, and I had to get it down to the cart barn, my next day I go, and I'm driving one, and what I did is I picked up a tree branch. I didn't know I hit it, and it sounded awful. It sounded like a bearing or something.
So you broke another one.
So I thought, oh, God, not 2 days in a row. And so I got out, I'm looking, I can't find anything.
It made you start walking the course from now on.
Oh, yeah. Right. So now I drive it up to where the cart guys are. And there's a young guy up there, Kyle. And I said, Kyle, do me a favor. Get in this. And I want you to drive it, but I want you to turn the wheel so I can kind of look as you're going by me. And he goes, okay. And as he starts driving, he goes, what'd you do to it? I go, turn the wheel. And he turns the wheel. There's this branch stuck right there. And it was dragging. It sounded like the wheel bearing went. So I pulled the branch out, and thank God I didn't break a second one. But, are you ready?
While you're at work, you're taking video of your hole?
Never mind. There you go again. Anyhow, basically, I have to travel the course backwards. Because you don't want to keep going like hole 1, hole 2, hole 3. Because, number one, you're disturbing the guys longer than you would if you went backwards. And the reason I go backwards is, let's say there's a hold-up on hole number 6. Okay? Well, as I'm coming around, I can see if there's a big gap between the people, and then I can go up and say, hey, look, there's a hole and a half difference. You need to catch up.
Yeah, move it on up. Yeah, catch it up.
So that's why we go backwards. And the other thing is, I only pass you once and get out of your way. I'm not, while you're hitting, going out there and then staying with you. So that's why I go backwards. But the worst part about going backwards and you'll see on this one hole when I show you the shot behind the green, how steep it is going down. I don't step on the gas because I just let it go. And it's like going on a roller coaster. And it just flies down that hill, and then when it gets to just about the crest, that's when I'll step on the gas.
So we need to put a little GoPro in front of your golf carts, and I want to see you on YouTube where you jump in hills and everything.
I told you, on a Tuesday when the course is closed, I'm bringing you there. We're going to take some rides. We don't even take the drone and let you fly the drone. Because Mike did. Mike Lamb crashed the first time he took it out. Right in the weeds. What can I tell you? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, this is Old Tacoma Farms, hole number 5.
This is Old Tacoma Farms, hole number 5, 439 yards, par 4. Let me tell you, this one is a tough one. The view from the tee box is spectacular. If you look over there to the left, you'll see a valley and some sand traps, and a lot of people end up going in that direction. And as you can look up there, it's no place that I can see that looks like it's flat. No, there's not much flat lies on this course at all. And over there on the right hand side, if you put it over there, you're in the weeds. But it's a great challenge and everybody loves this hole. If you look up there, on the left, right, middle, you'll see the white flag. And anytime you're going to this hole, you definitely want to be between the sand trap and the green on the right side of it. This is the path that leads up, number 1, to the ladies' tee box, and number 2, an easier way to get out into the fairway. So here we are going out into the fairway. There's the drop zone in case you hit one in the woods and you can't find it. And you're going up, and in the upper middle is where the flag is. You can't quite see it yet, but this is about the landing spot for most people if you are a good golfer and you can hit it in the middle of the fairway. Now, I've never made it there in 2, so what I end up doing is I try to place the ball somewhere over there, just short of the green on the right-hand side. I got to tell you, you hit something on that left side, you're a dead duck. You're going to take about a 6. Like I said earlier, really no flat lies on this course. Everything's in the mountains, it's on the hills, so it's a great time. And this is getting ready to go down to the cart path from the middle of the fairway. And this is my favorite part about when I'm a ranger. I get to ride backwards. This is going forwards, but I get to ride, instead of going to the holes, I start on 9 and work my way back to number 1. But this is just one of the steep parts, and once you get going on this thing, I gotta tell you, it's like being on the Jackrabbit or a roller coaster, because here we go, getting ready to go down the hill. That's a shot of the green up there, and it's beautiful, beautiful up there. And here we come, get ready, get set, and now we're off and running. And I gotta tell you, for people that go there the first time, it's a challenge, because they like to ride their brakes. And what we tell them is, don't slam them on, just feather them. But here we are going up. This is sand, and I'll show you what this looks like. This is the left side of the green, and now we just approached the green, and we're going to see what it looks like from the back of the green. Well, this is what it looks like from the back of the green. This is one of the few greens that has a hill behind it, so when you get the hill behind it, you can play the hill and the ball will roll down onto the greens. And I will say this, we've got some of the fastest greens in Georgia, so you have to be careful. And this is what it looks like if you hit it and you go to the left side of the green. It's not a pretty sight. I've been there too many times, and I can't get up in one, so it's just a great place not to be. Always stay on the right side of this green if at all possible. And way over there, there's your tee box. So there's your tee box. You tee off, you come up this way here. Hopefully you're smart enough to stay on the right side. And there's your green coming up right here. And I will tell you, like I said, our greens are lightning fast. So come on over, give it a try. I tell you, if you're a novice golfer, you might hate me. But if you're a fairly decent golfer, this is what it looks like. And that's the hill. I take that going backwards and going right down there. So you can see there's quite a bit of slope here. And this is not the side on the left side to be on. So there you have it. Hole number 5, 439-yard par 4, Old Toccoa Farms. Come on by, give it a try.
Well, you get to see what it's like. And
Yeah, that was pretty steep, that last hill.
And
You can't, it didn't really look like it.
It doesn't.
But then when you showed it,
Yeah,
you know.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, okay.
Most of them are like that. They got quite a bit of elevation. So
We need to build a real roller coaster out there.
What?
Old Toccoa Farms roller coaster.
It's a private course.
This will be a private roller coaster.
Okay, I'll ask.
Yeah, ask him about that.
Yeah, I'll ask Peter.
I'd like to see that.
I'll ask Peter. I'll say, listen, we'd like to build a private roller.
Clyde wants a private roller coaster. That would be awesome.
I do have to get you out there one day and just take you. We won't play. We'll just go out there and drive. Well, what we will do is we'll take the putter and I'll put the ball on the green. You can't believe how fast those speeds are. It is unbelievable. But anyhow, that's what I do. Now that the summer months are over and we're getting into winter, it's cold. It was 27 today. I'm off tomorrow because I got to go to the doctor's, but I'm on again on Friday.
What doctor are you going to? Are you doing Pittman tomorrow?
Yeah, this is weird. Because, you know, I'm going in for my eye surgery.
Yeah.
Okay? They have to get permission from my doctor saying that I'm healthy enough that they can do it. and they tell you got to do it within 30 days of when you're going to have the operation.
I can see that because we're old.
Yeah, well, my appointment's tomorrow. I'm sitting on the course today and my phone rings and I look and I go, oh, it's from Murphy, North Carolina. So I switch it over and the girl says, hey, I'm from Dr. Such and Such. We haven't got your medical okay yet. I want you to know that your operation's coming up. I said, I'm glad you called, but just so you know, I have an 8 o'clock doctor's appointment tomorrow morning with him, so he'll send out all the information. But, yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm not worried, but I'm, what'd you call it, squeamish?
Just nervous about maybe the whole thing,
You know,
somebody poking in your eyes,
that's
you know?
And they don't put you to sleep.
I know, it's horrible. It's like the worst thing you can think of, somebody poking you in the eye, and you got to hold your eye open and take it like a man.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. But anyhow, I got that coming up.
So when they have it in your eye, don't ask them any yes and no questions.
No. Just put it in, just lock it in.
Yes.
No. So I can't move it.
I know. Lock your head in and do an advice.
Yeah. Just so it doesn't move. Well, anyhow,
So when is that?
Pardon?
When is that?
The 15th or 16th.
15th or 16th.
This month. And we're already in. No, this month starts tomorrow because this is. No,
today is the
first. That's right. Today
Halloween is over.
Did the dog bark at you today? Linda unplugged it.
Last night.
She said the dog was making too much.
Oh, no. Your dog.
Yeah.
No, when I got here, it did not bark at me.
Okay.
It's unplugged.
All right.
She's done with Halloween, just like me. It's all put up now.
Well, anyhow, that's it for tonight's show.
Yeah, we got to go eat.
Yeah, I got a real surprise for you tonight.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not, but that's okay. Anyhow, you got a shout out?
Yeah, Airborne brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And my dog, Ruby. She's doing great. So, it's all good.
All right, well, of course, I see that Brittany's show is going to be on.
Yeah.
I can't remember the date.
Did you see, she posted like a couple of her things for Halloween?
Yeah.
That girl with a card sticking out of her face?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe when we get there, we'll do something for a Ravacco commercial and she can doctor us up and have some fun. You make a good Frankenstein.
I don't want to sit there that long.
You still make a good Frankenstein. So anyhow.
Frankenstein didn't have a big belly. Come on, man. I'll lose some weight.
Your belly, just your face.
Maybe a Buddha. So you make me a Buddha.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Lucky Buddha.
Lucky Buddha. Anyhow, my shout out first of all to our crew that we have in Orlando, and I didn't get a chance to talk to them, so I hope everything's going well there. To all the first responders, to anybody that's in the military, police, anything out there, thank you so much for what you do. We really appreciate it. I got to thank my wife for putting up with. I'm almost got her convinced that I got to get a bike. Almost. She was so happy when I sold it, but I told her when I sold that one, the only reason I sold it was too big, too fast, and too heavy. So
now,
put it down.
I told her that you should wait in this. Hopefully, this Ravacco thing will come in and.
Thanks, you're a big help.
And then we just have Ravacco trikes as ambassadors of the company.
But I got to tell you, I like ownership.
No.
Okay. So we'll see.
Yeah, because they can't yank it at the last minute, and I got plans, man. Yeah, we need that bike. We sold it. Yeah, we sold it.
Yeah.
Oh no,
if people only knew what some of the things we went through. We had some bikes, and the next thing you know, bang. Well, that one's sold. You got to get rid of it. Oh, okay.
That was American. Go Sturgis.
Yeah. Well,
Travis's bike there. Sold.
Yeah. The good thing is, for the most part, we got something as nice, if not nicer, than the one we had. But we get used to the ones we have. We know all the not problems, but all of the features.
Idiosyncrasies of each one, yeah.
Yeah. And then you get a new one, and it's like.
We know, this one developed a little radio problem, so make sure we show the radio on that one.
Yeah, right. But that's like everything else,
Well, like Travis is with the parking brake.
Oh,
Do not use the parking brake on the blue one.
yeah, right.
The customer burned it out.
Yeah, drove all over for 20 minutes.
20 minutes with the parking brake on.
So anyhow,
It sure stops good.
if we get a hold of one, then we can do some videoing. I got the 360 camera we can put on it. I also got some different mics that we can use, so when you turn your head and you're talking, you will not lose the sound that you're talking about. So anyhow.
And Travis is already talking about putting GoPros on the front of each one of our trikes.
Well, we got those too. That's what these cameras are that we have over here, and that's what they basically do. But with all of that, and we've done everything that we're supposed to do, I think.
Yeah, we're done.
And by the way, to the Ravaco's owners group, if you got anything out there, let Vince know, let us know. We'd love to put it on the program and show what you have. And from that, that's all I've got. So, you ready to say goodbye?
I'm ready.
All right.
Join the adventure and enjoy the ride.
We'll see you next week.
Yes, we will.
You got it.
Catch CFTV North every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. So join the adventure and enjoy the ride. Check out Three Wheels and Us on Facebook and see what Clyde, Travis, and Hank are up to every week.